97.5 WFHR and 105.5 WIRI, your Wisconsin Rapids home for locally grown radio. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
From the Wisconsin Rapids Local Newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay. The Marathon County Sheriff's Office is warning against yet another round of scam calls targeting area residents. The caller claims to be a member of the Marathon County Sheriff's Office staff and say they're calling regarding legal matters from the Sheriff's Office. They will use fear, intimidation, and create a sense of urgency. These methods are effective ways to make people act before stopping to think. Scammers will demand payment over the phone or request personal or financial information. The Marathon County Sheriff's Office does not call citizens regarding legal matters in this way or demand payment over the phone. If you receive a call with someone making these demands or you feel pressured in any way, the Sheriff's Office recommends hanging up immediately. Do not provide personal information. Do not trust caller ID alone, as numbers can be spoofed. If you're unsure, hang up and call the Marathon County Sheriff's Office directly using a verified phone number. Gas prices rose 22.7 cents per gallon over the last week, the average on Monday landing at $3.37 per gallon. This is 83 cents higher than a month ago and 51.6 cents per gallon higher than this time last year. Officials at Gas Buddy say gasoline prices are pushing to their highest levels in years as geopolitical tensions in the Middle East remain elevated. Consumers are feeling the sting of rising oil, gasoline, and diesel costs, which could soon approach the $5 per gallon mark nationally. Seasonal forces are beginning to intensify as several regions complete the transition to summer gasoline. This, combined with the lack of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, could continue to drive pump prices higher in the coming weeks. I'm Melissa Kay for WFHR and WIRI News. Find news anytime at WFHR.com or WIRI.fm.
Civic Media News, I'm Stace Keene. Wisconsin families who use Food Share will soon have new rules on what they can buy. Governor Tony Evers has signed a bill that blocks the program from covering candy and soda. That deal also adds $72 million in state money and more staff at the Department of Health Services. Evers says the extra funding will help protect families and taxpayers from bigger costs that are tied to recent federal changes. One of the people charged in the death of 3-year-old Elijah Vu in Marathon County is asking a judge for changes before his trial. Jesse Vang filed 3 motions in court yesterday, asking to move the trial and to keep some of the evidence out. Elijah disappeared from Two Rivers in early 2024 and was found dead months later. Vang and the child's mother, Katrina Bauer, both face felony charges, including child abuse and hiding a corpse. Prosecutors have until April 20th to respond, and a hearing is set for May. As the weather starts to warm up, a Wisconsin medical facility is trying to track ticks again. The Marshall Field Clinic Research Institute is kicking off its annual tick inventory via Citizen Science Project. Now, this is the 3rd year of the project, through which people can send any ticks they come across to researchers. It's meant to help track the spread of the insects and determine risk factors for tick-borne illnesses. Officials say nearly 6,000 ticks were collected in each of the first 2 years of the project. Brewers fans headed to American Family Field for opening day can expect 2 things: traffic and new food. The DOT is working with the team to alert drivers about road work near the stadium. Once inside, fans will find new vendors offering items like barbecue, nachos on a stick, mac and cheese, waffles, deep-fried Kringle, and cream puffs. The Brewers say it's all part of giving fans more reasons to come early and stay late. The season starts Thursday against the White Sox. More news is available at civicmedia.us.
The Brewers beat the Reds. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. Baseball, the Brewers with a 9-1 win over the Reds last night in an exhibition game. Home runs by Bryce Terang and William Contreras. Manager Pat Murphy on the value of these 2 warm-up games at AmFam Field before opening day Thursday.
Anytime you get to go play baseball against an opponent, you get that opportunity to get that rhythm going, and get your eyes set.
The Badgers women's hockey team back in Madison after winning the national championship again. Head coach Mark Johnson.
It's been a challenging year for a lot of different reasons, but they stuck together. I don't think a lot of us and a lot of you thought Claire Unright was going to get our game-winning goal, but that shows what type of team and how well they connected.
NBA, the Bucks got blown out again last night in L.A., losing to the Clippers 129-96.
This team hasn't had a losing season in 10 years. You haven't had one in almost 20.
Is that right? I didn't even know that. Jeez. Well, we're going to have one this year.
That's the Bucks Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
A mix of clouds and sunshine today with a high in the upper 40s to near 50 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Will drop to 55 for an overnight low. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy and even warmer with a high right around 60. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your Wisconsin Rapids News Roundup from WIRI and WFHR, locally grown radio. Find more news anytime at WFHR.com and WIRI.FM. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.